This video here will be about why everybody hate Thomas Sotomayor. Just like a lot of people, I've been on YouTube following a lot of different YouTubers for a long time. I think I've known probably about Thomas Sotomayor for probably about maybe 10 years. So, I will say he's very entertaining. He say a lot of disrespectful shit at times. But I watch that people always try to tear him down because they don't like the things he say. They don't like how he act with women. But Thomas Sotomayor should be given some form of respect or credit because he have put food in so many people's mouths with this YouTube shit. A lot of people wouldn't even know about YouTube for it could be a job and it can make money out if it wasn't for Thomas Sotomayor. And just be honest, he wasn't the first YouTuber or nothing like that, but he was one of the first black YouTubers that made money from YouTube. So, actually, he's the grandfather or the prototype that everybody looked at and tried to model themselves after, but did it in their own way or added their own wave to it. But if you watch these people, even people he's been connected to, people that was his friends, he'll fall out with, and yeah, he had part to do with that, right? He could have part to do with his fallout with friends, his fallout with other YouTubers. He got a part to play. But the part that get me is what they act like. A lot of them act and make this thing of like they knew about YouTube and they knew that it could be something that could replace your job and make money off of outside of timing. Tommy was the first person, as long as I've been watching YouTube and I follow majority of the black sector, the first one in a mansion, whether he rented it, was doing it for a weekend, whatever the case may be, he was the first person you seen in a mansion that was black. True. Now, for the exotic cars, he was the first one. He wasn't the first one in exotic cars. I ain't gonna give him that credit, but he was the first one that you seen. Hey, he got multiple decent looking vehicles. They not rust buckets. They something new. You know what I'm saying? They something new. They something slick. They something nice, right? But as his career went on, time went on, listen to people he fell out with over the years. He fell out with Tariq Nasheed, probably about 8-9 years ago. Now, back then, 8-9 years ago, Tariq was saying he was in a struggle mansion. But if somebody got a mansion, I don't believe there's no struggle involved. But that was the thing that was funny. But back then, Tariq didn't have a mansion or a nice house to match what time he had. But that was one of the first people he fell out with. One of the first people he had a real problem with. And that went over on to them going back and forth on the internet for a long time. And I will admit, yes, I found it entertaining. Yes, I find when he get into it with people, I find it very entertaining. It's funny at the shit he say, and it's funny at the shit other people say. And when him and Tariq fell out, Tariq supposedly went pressed him and tried to give him a coon train. Because as you know, for the black sector, YouTube, they always consider everything he doing as cooning, bootlicking to a white man, or something like that. So that's why he oftentimes get that title as being a coon, being crispy. But thing is, people shouldn't drag his name and throw so much dirt on his name and act like he didn't show somebody a whole craft that nobody knew nothing about really. They been having white YouTubers that was blown up and popular. But on the black side of YouTube, we ain't see none of these niggas from the Sinettas, the Young Pharaoh, none of these black conscious niggas, or none of them black conscious people, none of them niggas. We ain't see none of them come out and show you success and what the fuck they doing, where they don't look like they living in a fucking basement. You know what I'm saying? So now that nigga look like he's still in the basement 10 years later. You hear me? That nigga look like he's still in the basement right now. You hear me? So shit, all I'm saying is, Polite came out, right? He was scamming, but he ran the timing. The interviews with timing and shows the timing, right? So over the course of his tenure, he done got into it with a multitude of people. From Young Pharaoh, from Tyreek Nasheed, Kwame Brown now, Mr. Pickles as he called the other guy. You know what I'm saying? That nigga does look weirder than a motherfucker though. Of course, he's famous for getting into black women. You know what I'm saying? You want to watch that nigga show? He gonna be a black woman ass getting barbecued today. You understand me? He gonna throw some lettuce, cheese on the bitch, and whatever else he can find, he gonna throw at the bitch. You understand me? That's what time me on. You hear me? But I'm saying all this to say that he should be given some form of respect because he did show people a whole new way of making money, becoming creative on YouTube. And the black side of the world, we didn't know this shit. Let's be real. Most people didn't know this shit. Now we did know DJ Academic been around for a long time too as well. But for what he does, it's easy for him to get fame and make money because he's talking about all the rappers. He's in the music world per se. So it's easy for him to make money, make connections, and get a hookup and blow up, make money. But just somebody on YouTube talking about people releasing stories and shit, hell nah, you ain't gonna find too many people that just, blow the fuck up doing that shit. But he showed you can just be on your phone, making a video, uploading it, then boom, your shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's what he showed you. Feel me? So I feel like people oftentimes probably hate on him because they feel like he's hypocritical, that he talk about black women but fuck him. But at the same time I say this, niggas say they love Jesus every day and they sin. And husbands and wives talk about they love Jesus, they go fuck somebody and their husband and wife all day long. So men and women is hypocritical any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Same motherfucker talking about they don't call women bitches. Let a woman make them mad. She'll be the first bitch word out his mouth. You hear me? Be hypocritical motherfuckers all day long. People are just like that. But at least he's more honest with his shit because he just was bold and upfront. And anybody that go his way, whatever you get is what you get. Because at least one thing, I don't know him offline. I never met the dude. But I would have to believe he's probably close or a little bit similar to who he is online. And at a bare minimum, if you didn't like him so much, just don't watch what the fuck he got going on and what he talk about. But people want to make it seem like that they can just basically copy what he do and take his shit and blow it up. Now, I already know Kevin Samuel, nigga, he if he could probably kill Kevin Samuel, if he could probably get a sniper on that nigga roof to knock him out, knock his dick in the dirt, you understand me? He would probably get 10 snipers to snipe his ass. that nigga Kevin Samuels. That nigga Kevin Samuels stole everything from that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga Kevin, he's the greatest nigga to ever steal from time in the history of all time because this nigga stole that nigga shit. Did it better than him, man. Blew up and made millions of fucking dollars. And I know, Tommy probably be punching the elbow to strangle the nigga. He probably like, if I can get my, I'm gonna leave you Panamanian. If I can get my Panamanian hands on that nigga neck, I'm gonna just strangle that nigga. I'm telling you, I bet he would. You feel me? I bet he would. If he could get his hands on that boy neck, you feel me? That nigga stole from, and that nigga took that shit to a whole nother level, Jack. You hear me? And nigga Kevin Samuel won't mention him or won't argue with him or nobody. Because that nigga Kevin Samuel read this shit up to millions on millions. Millions of views and millions of dollars. So, hey, I say all this to say, a lot of people have stolen and taken from him. I think the brother should be given his flowers. So, this video he probably have never seen anyway. But I just want to say that he is great at what he do for his YouTube. Regardless of what he got going on in his personal life, he's great in the sense of he's the wild card, right? And in the sense of, I will admit, he was the first one, like, nigga, he don't know if he believe the Bible like that. I don't know if he atheist or not, but I remember he was like, fuck the Bible. He don't know if he even believe it like that. But back when he said shit like this, he was one of the first people to say that shit. You know how many people wouldn't dare have said no shit like that 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 13 years ago? Say fuck the Bible? Man, people ain't just started talking against the Bible worldwide until the last 3 to 5 years. But I remember him saying that shit back probably about 10 years ago, probably. You know what I'm saying? Him saying about what men go through with women. You know, a lot of that resonated with me because I went through a lot of shit too with women, you know. Family and non-family. So, yeah, I just believe he should be given his flowers and he should be given respect because the nigga to put on in a whole nother way people never seen before. This shit is unreal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take from him. And I'm pretty sure he liked the beef and going back and forth people because it is entertainment, get more people entertainment, get views, and also he was saying a long time ago that he's willing to pay for pussy. Now, this is the part that I always found funny, right? He came out a long time ago saying he paid for pussy. Why is it not everybody like it's a big thing when a majority of all your celebrities and majority of the men you know pay for pussy knowingly and unknowingly? Well, let me explain this to you, right? If you give a woman money, right, for pussy, you go ahead and pay her, do what you want to do, right? You can make some more money, right? You can get the money back. You can find new ways to make money. But when you're giving a woman time, energy, and a relationship, you still paying for a woman. You're only just paying in time and energy. You can't get back time. So you losing. So you losing if she's not the right woman. You're losing. So imagine all the women you gave him time to, and the relationship wasn't successful, and the relationship wasn't a great deal for you. You've actually lost, but you paid for a woman, but you paid in time. Time you can't get back unless you find a way to become immortal. You just paid with your time, Jack. He paid with his bread coming in and saying this is what it's gonna be and this is what it ain't gonna be. Bend on over, let me give you these strokes, you feel me? That's just it, Jack. That's just how he paid. But, you know what I'm saying? At least he was already on what a lot of rich men do and a lot of wealthy men do already, which is pay a woman and send her out way. But a lot of people want to act like they don't know people paying women. Man, niggas paying women. Everyday niggas in the hood near you is paying a woman to have sex with. Your doughboys is paying women to have sex with them. Only difference is they paying in dope and weed, and they fucking these women for the same amount of money they would. The women can't purchase some weed or dope. They was short. What you think he said? Being on over. Let me get me. You gonna get your dope and you gonna get your weed. So weed boys and dope boys is fucking they clientele for sure. For sure, if she come up short, that's what's gonna happen. Big facts, Jack. Big facts. So, anyway, I just want to give him his flowers and his respect. Shout out to you, man. You started a wave on YouTube for a lot of the people in the black sector. Um, One day I hope to interview you, and I believe you're a great man despite everything people say, and I know people always like to put you down. And also, I just want to say why am I doing this video and why I'm taking this side. I don't know timing, so I can't take his side because I don't personally know him. But what I see him online, I think he get a bad rap and he's misunderstood. So that's why I'm doing the video, because I believe he's misunderstood, and I believe also some of the things he say is true, but people don't want to hear it or respect it because of how he say it. And a lot of people also don't want to respect it because a lot of people and the masses didn't grow up with a father. You know, if you grew up with a father, especially a father like when my father had me, he was like 45, something like that. I grew up with a real older father, so I heard cussing all day long. I heard aggressive conversation, aggressive talk a lot because my father raised me primarily. So I don't overly find this shit offensive. And when I do hear him, I don't like something, so I just turn the nigga off and I just don't watch the nigga for a while. You hear me? That's something everybody can do. But I believe he should be respected because at least he came to the internet, I believe, speaking a lot of his truths and a lot of other people's truths that they were afraid to say. And he said a lot of shit that most people still wouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? Like he make this joke of saying, hey, if my baby mama got hit by a bus, I wouldn't have a problem. Guess what? Most of these niggas that got baby mamas that don't like their baby mama, if she got hit by a fucking bus, they would be fucking happy. If she got shot in the fucking head, they would be happy. But they so pussy and so scared to say it, they wouldn't dare say nothing like that. But guess what? He had the balls to say it though. So he get casted as an outcast, get talked about, get joked about, and made memes about because people don't like him. So I'm also making this video because I'm gonna be one of the people, whether he in the right or wrong, I'm gonna be on his team. Out of respect for the game he laid down for people. Not because I personally know him. I ain't got nothing personally to gain from it. But cliques of people or groups of people are always ganging up against him. And I just want to be the one person that's staying with him. I ain't got nothing to gain out of this. But I will make videos about him constantly. Some videos will be praised. Some might be comical and a joke made out of them. But all of them will be to, in some way, some point in that video, give him his respect. Because he is great at what he do. He is amazing what he do, and he came in the game with his shit together, with a studio on it, and set up everything. I thought that back in the day when I seen the nigga with the studio mics and all that, I thought the nigga was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, why is the nigga doing all this? But now everybody got the studio and mics and all that shit. But he was ahead of his time. It just goes to show you he was ahead of his time. I just didn't understand it. You hear me? But much respect, much salute to the guy. Out.